I found my Fiancé's infidelity journal. The last entry was about our wedding night. 3 weeks before our wedding, I was looking for our passports for our honeymoon when I found a leather-bound notebook hidden in Jake's desk drawer. The front page read, "The Crowley. 27 women, each with a name, date, and a memorable moment, all meticulously documented while I was planning our future together, but it was the last entry that made my blood freeze. Wedding night plan. Rachel from accounting, the ultimate finale." I sat on our bedroom floor for hours reading his words over and over. This wasn't just cheating, Pernt. It was sport. Each entry ended with what he called a risk factor turned how close I'd come to discovering them. He gave himself extra points when he'd been with someone while I was nearby, like the bridesmaid from my best friend's wedding or my cousin's roommate at the family reunion. I thought about confronting him, immediately throwing his clothes onto the lawn, or setting the stupid journal on fire. Instead, I made a photocopy of every single page. The next morning, I smiled as he kissed me goodbye. "Just 3 more weeks," he whispered. "Can't wait to make you Mrs. Peterson." "Me too," I replied. "By the way, did you confirm our hotel reservation?" "All taken care of," he winked. I bet it was. For the next 3 weeks, I played the excited bride. I had final dress fittings, confirmed floral arrangements, and nodded enthusiastically when Jake said he'd take care of our wedding night accommodations. Meanwhile, I was making arrangements of my own on our wedding day. The ceremony was perfect. Jake teared up as I walked down the aisle, and our first dance was straight out of a fairy tale. At the reception, I asked the DJ to make a special announcement before the cake cutting. "I have something special to share," I said, taking the microphone. A reading from my favorite new book. The confusion on Jake's face turned to horror as I pulled out his journal. "I've made personalized copies for everyone here. Pater there under your seats, but I'd like to read the highlights myself, especially for the women in this room who appear in these pages." Madison, Jake's coworker, Pernt room stall at our engagement party. I locked eyes with Madison, who sank into her chair. Kimberly, my hairdresser, Parn, apparently while I was in the next room getting highlights. Jake lunged for the microphone, but my brothers were faster. They'd been briefed. And the final entry, Pert and Rachel from accounting, scheduled for tonight. "Rachel, you can find your room key at the front desk. Pert, Jake won't be needing it." I closed the journal and faced Jake. "I understand collecting things, stamps, baseball cards, but people aren't collectibles, and I refuse to be the grand prize in your sick game." I walked out to stunned silence, followed by what witnesses later described as complete chaos. Jake's parents disowned him on the spot. My father, a church deacon for 30 years, apparently used words no one had ever heard him say. Rachel from accounting came to find me afterward. She had no idea I existed. Part Jake had told her he was single, and the wedding was his sister's. It's been 6 months. I moved to a new city, started a job I love, and joined a support group for survivors of narcissistic relationships. My therapist says I should be proud of myself for walking away last week. Jake's mother called to tell me he's getting help. I told her some things can't be fixed with therapy. Some broken promises leave permanent scars. Some people collect memories, others collect things. I've learned to collect red flags, and to trust myself when I see them.